brother here. It's nighttime, so I'm keeping my voice kinda down low. And I also noticed that on my videos, like the audio of me talking cuts in and out, so hopefully y'all can hear me. Anyways, I'm gonna do weapon attachments. I have friends who have asked me, like, what do I use on my weapons and everything to get what I get. Alright, well, here it is. Like, it all depends on what you're mainly going for. Like, do you want to try to get as many kills as you can without dying? Do you want to get scores as many points as you can? Here's one class that I have, which is basically kind of like a run and gun type assault rifle. What it mainly is an assault rifle class setup to help you win those gunfights like a bit better. I got the helo sight, and then for a little bit better accuracy, quick draw so you get ADS a whole lot faster. Stock, which yeah, you can move faster while aiming down sight, everything, but it's more pretty much for that. Everything. It's more meant for like if you know someone's right there or hiding in a corner, like that's what it's for. That way you got that advantage on them. And then extended mag for, because when you're in those gun battles, like you're you want the actual bullets and everything. Like I thought, like I kind of like using fast mags. I'm not gonna lie, but for this, like if you want to win gun battles, like fast extend mags is the way to go. Okay, I got overclock because it all depends on what the perk you're using. Like you want or weapon specialist, you want to get that as fast as possible. But if you're doing like running a gun, you want to try to get as many kills as possible. Like 6 cents is the way to go. If you're playing core, sorry, I have a tooth that's really bothering me right now. Like really hurts. Okay, you want fast hands because that allows you to aim faster after sprinting, and then also if you pick up an enemy weapon, like you can switch the weapons a lot faster too. Then gun hole, which allows you to hip fire while running, and everything. And I know it's for like your primary guns, like assault rifles, LMGs, and shotguns. It doesn't really work as good. That's more meant for pistols and SMG guns. That's what it's meant for. But it still helps. Okay, and then like you want to be stealthy. I've been experimenting with the stealth class. Like this is for the can. I haven't worked on any others really yet. You want the foregrip because of the recoil, and then suppressor. I've been experimenting with rapid fire and long barrel. Um, and I kind of like, if you do long barrel, like it doesn't put your range all the way back up like a so. It's like see, like -2 range with the suppressor on, and then it goes back. It actually gives you 1 back on your range and not 2. Everything, and then rapid fire, of course, just fire rate is like a lot faster and everything. But on one time I was using extended mags, and I was doing a lot better with extended mags, which helps. Um, I was doing overclock or slash afterburner, but then I noticed like enemies were getting a lot of their score streaks was like a rave. Then I came across a mothership, and I was just a pain. So I threw on blind eye. Um, I'm using a stealth class setup and everything, so you're gonna want to have that perk 2 and then scavenger, because you want to try to go on those long kill streaks, and like then death silence, can't hear your footsteps, blast suppressor, like your boosting like stays like undetectable on the map. It's harder for them to hear. Even if they're using awareness, it's still a little hard to hear, not by much. um Now I'm not gonna lie, like there's times I've done without blind eye, and I went and used the helo sight, which gave that extra accuracy. And that's pretty much for that. I'm still experimenting with my ICR, and like the Man of War, I'm working on getting class setups, attachments unlocked for it. Now, the M8A7, this is what I personally use, but I'm changing this back to blast suppressor because like too many people will pick me up because I move around a lot. Like I use high caliber, FMJ, and even though it kind of doesn't talk about it, but when you combine these two together and shows the damage increase, you do get a damage increase. It's not really by 4, it's more like by like 2.5 to 3 increase on damage. But I got them because like you want to be able to shoot your opponent through objects. But I've also noticed on here that even with FMJ on, like if you're shooting someone through something, it seems like it just does nothing though. But I have it on there because it comes in handy though, with that little extra damage bonus that you get. And then rapid fire, because you want to shoot as fast as possible. And like that actually is really good, like on here, and like the range is really good on here. Like, and there's like no, well, there's a little bit of recoil, but there's hardly any recoil, so you don't need grip. See people who like use helo sight, grip, like high caliber FMJ, long barrel, rapid fire, and and there's times where I say only use stock, and I'm just like, man, you don't need all that. I got the black cell on here because there's a lot of people who just like spamming UAVs. So like they got the UAV out, like you could just easily shoot it down and get it over with. And with the scavenger, like you refill on that too. Now for your score streaks, like if you're going for stealth and everything, I highly recommend UAV, counter UAV, and if you have it, the hater, or and then the power core if you're capable of getting the power core and everything, because that's basically like a second counter UAV. It like messes them up, and plus it I believe it destroys your opponent's score streaks. Uh, okay, well they wouldn't change that, I guess, cause back I remember using it back on the Origin console, and whenever they had score streak out and you play that, it destroyed their score streaks as well. But it looks like they took that away. But that helps and everything. And but also, like if you don't want to do like those two, then like use the talent. Like the talent would be like kind of like a secondary backup to give you cover. And then there's a GI unit if you're able to get that as well, where it'll run around with you, like help give you cover, protect you, or you can have it on patrol and then you just follow it, and like that will help too. Alright, well, and oh, and then like for those classes when like you just really want to go at it and just give them kind of like hell, like go with the Rave, Raps, and GI unit, or Rave, Hater, and Raps. Um, these are like the slash 3 main 4 that I use. Everything when I'm doing really good, that's when I use my M8A7, is when I do it. But right now I've been experimenting with the stealth class setup. Like a lot of people are going like, oh, like you're using a stealth class and everything. Like you're a bitch. Like you don't know how to play. Like no, it's just that's just being smart though. Oh, and one other thing about the suppressor for the gun. Like, you know, it says no sensor mean might reduce the muzzle flash. There's one other thing that it does do. It's a hidden feature. It's not listed. It also takes away some of your damage. Like, you know, shows around there that it's not doing any taking it away, but it does. Like, I noticed it takes a lot more bullets to kill someone with a suppressor than without a suppressor. So keep that in mind. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, a thumbs down if you don't like it. Leave a comment. What do you think of my channel, of what I could do, if anything better, and subscribe if you want to. I'm not gonna force you or say like go ahead and subscribe right now and stuff like that. Like a lot of others do, it's all on you. And sorry for my channel being incomplete, but I'm slowly working on getting it set up. Alright, so that is that. Y'all have a good night. I'll probably do one more video of maybe a gameplay, if that. And you will see a lot of videos on here without the live broadcasting deal on. That way you can see the whole video and you won't be able to hear me though. So, later.